RHOA newbie Brit Eady needed therapy after Kenya Moore attack. The Real Housewives of Atlanta newbie Brit Eady speaks out after being at the center of a humiliating scene from episode 5. The incident led to Kenya Moore's exit from the show, at least for this season. However, her decision to share explicit photos of Brit affected the RHOA newbie more than people may know. During a recent interview, the 37-year-old said she was in bed for days and needed therapy to get through the embarrassing situation. Meanwhile, she's also getting heat on social media as RHOA fans slam her for starting the feud. Furthermore, Brit's threat about having a pistol has fans calling out the network and producers for not being fair to Kenya. According to RHOA fans, they should have suspended Brit after her threat, or at the very least, both women should have faced repercussions for their actions. RHOA newbie Brit Eady needed therapy after Kenya Moore's attack. Brit was a guest on Housewives Nightcap and discussed the dramatic episode that resulted in Kenya's departure from the show. For her to use this big moment to attack me and to humiliate me, I just couldn't believe it, said Brit. I was in bed for days, I cried, she continued. I had to go to therapy. The new peach holder admitted she was embarrassed that people worldwide had witnessed the moment, and she was also concerned about her reputation. I'm a businesswoman, so seeing all these things online, it overshadowed everything, and I just couldn't believe it, she added. Brit has not received an apology from Kenya. Brit was also asked about the moment that started the ball rolling for Kenya's retaliation, admitting she was wrong for the pistol comment. I should have never done that. I make mistakes. I was triggered and I did something that I wish I could take back, said the RHOA newbie. But what she did was a million times worse. Since the incident, Kenya has admitted to taking things too far with Brit, but the newbie has not been given an apology, either publicly or in private. She's not reached out to me, actually she blocked me, said Brit, noting that she expected Kenya to show remorse, but that has not happened. Kenya's future on the show is uncertain, but she's been getting support from some of her castmates and viewers, who are less than thrilled about her absence. I would think that if we want to move forward, come to me, apologize, humble herself, and I would be open, admitted Brit. That has not taken place, so I'm just disappointed in how she's been handling it. Brit Eady thought she was stepping into high heels, glam squads, and champagne toasts when she signed on to join the Real Housewives of Atlanta. What she didn't expect. A full-on emotional ambush that left her shaken, stirred, and speed-dialing her therapist before the cameras even stopped rolling. The RHOA rookie, who was poised to be this season's fresh-faced firecracker, walked into what she assumed was a casual girls' brunch, and walked out feeling like she'd been through verbal warfare. And the general leading the charge? None other than Kenya Moore. Oh yes, gone with the wind, fabulous Kenya. It all started innocently enough. The brunch was supposed to be a get-to-know-you mixer. Think mimosas, cute sundresses, maybe some passive-aggressive shade. But the moment Brit arrived with her signature sleek ponytail and Southern belle with bite energy, Kenya zeroed in on her like a heat-seeking missile. Witnesses on set described the mood shift like a scene from Jaws. Everything got quiet. Then came the dun-dun. Who invited her? Kenya allegedly hissed under her breath as Brit took a seat. Because I know I didn't co-sign on that cast decision. From there it went downhill faster than Nene Leakes exiting a reunion. According to insiders, Kenya questioned everything from Brit's credentials to her motives. Are you here to actually show your life, or are you just here to chase clout and a peach? She reportedly snapped. Because let me tell you, sweetheart, Atlanta doesn't need another wannabe influencer pretending to be a wife. The whole table was stunned. Even Sherry paused mid-bite of her gluten-free waffle, while Candy gave her signature wide-eyed "oh, this is about to get messy" look. Brit tried to hold her ground, calmly explaining she was here to share her story, her voice, and maybe shake things up a little, but Kenya wasn't having it. You can't shake anything when you're still trembling, baby, Kenya smirked. Producers were apparently torn between letting the drama play out and stepping in. But Brit, she was frozen, humiliated, and fighting tears behind her oversized dire shades. Later that night, Brit took to her private group chat with close friends and tearfully admitted that the incident left her feeling emotionally battered. I needed therapy after that, she later confided to a production assistant, according to sources close to the show. "I've been through rough conversations before. I've been underestimated. But I've never felt that level of venom aimed directly at me, unprovoked." And therapy wasn't just a figure of speech. Brit reportedly scheduled an emergency virtual session with her therapist the next morning to process what had happened. "It felt like I had walked into a lion's den, and I didn't even know I was bleeding," she shared. Kenya's words weren't just shady, they were surgical. Like she was trying to cut me out of the scene before I even found my light. The moment, of course, has already become legend among the crew. Some are calling it the most vicious welcome a new housewife has ever endured. Others said Kenya was simply testing Brit, seeing if she had the grit and glam to survive the RHOA jungle. The fans might not agree. Leaked snippets of the encounter are already making the rounds on social media, and viewers are not amused. "Kenya attacking Brit for no reason is not it," one fan tweeted. "She's giving mean girl energy with no storyline." Another chimed in, "We're not doing this to another newbie. Let Brit shine, or at least let her speak." Still, some are defending Kenya, calling it a rite of passage. "Every new girl gets it," one veteran RHOA watcher posted. "If Brit can't handle Kenya's heat, she might not be built for this kitchen." Brit, meanwhile, is choosing not to go scorched earth, yet. But don't mistake her silence for weakness. "Therapy helped me reclaim my center," she later said in a confessional that's reportedly set to air later in the season. "Kenya tried to break me. What she doesn't know is, I've already been broken and rebuilt stronger." Mic drop. The aftermath of the brunch brawl is said to ripple throughout the season, with alliances shifting, loyalties tested, and Brit finding unexpected support in surprising places. Word on the Peach Street is that Kendi took Brit under her wing post-brunch, inviting her over for soul food and sound advice. "She saw something in me that felt familiar," Brit hinted. "Maybe because she remembers what it's like to walk into a storm and wonder if you're gonna drown." As for Kenya, she remains unapologetic. "Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see which fruit is rotten," she quipped during a recent interview. "I've got intuition and Brit gave me fake vibes. We'll see if I'm wrong." Whether this was a test or a takedown, one thing is certain, Brit Eady is no shrinking violet. Therapy might have helped her regroup. But now she's locked in, lips glossed, heels strapped, and ready for whatever Real Housewives of Atlanta throws her way. And next time Kenya tries it, Brit just might have a few words of her own. Season 16 isn't just giving drama, it's giving a new era. And Brit Eady might be the breakout star we didn't know we needed. Stay tuned, Peaches.